Class 12th subject physics, first chapter rotational dynamics. From the chapter, let us see numericals from exercise. Numericals from exercise. Numerical number 17 is given as a pendulum consisting of a massless string of length 20 centimeter and a tiny bob of mass 100 gram is set up as a conical pendulum. Its bob now performs 75 rpm, that is revolutions per minute. Calculate kinetic energy and increase in the gravitational potential energy of the bob, and in this numerical we have to use value of pi square equal to 10, and therefore from this numerical given data is L is equal to 20 centimeter equal to 0.2 meter, M equal to 100 gram, that will be equal to 0.1 kilogram. Then frequency N is equal to 75 rpm, that will be equal to 75 upon 60 equal to 5 by 4 rps, that is revolution per second. Then value of pi square equal to 10. G is equal to 10 meter per second square, and we have to find out the kinetic energy and the change in gravitational potential energy delta PE. So from the given data, the period of pendulum T will be equal to reciprocal of frequency, that is 1 by n. Now n is 5 by 4, and therefore its reciprocal will be 4 by 5, which comes out to be 0.8 second. Now the period of conical pendulum is given by the formula T equal to 2 pi square root of L cos theta upon G. Therefore squaring this equation we will get T square equal to 4 pi square L cos theta upon G. From this equation L cos theta, which is nothing but h, that is vertical height of the conical pendulum, is equal to gt square upon 4 pi square, gt square upon 4 pi square. Now putting the values we will get 10 into 0.8 square upon 4 into 10, that is equal to 0.16 meter. That is vertical height h of the conical pendulum is 0.16 meter, and therefore from this cos theta will be equal to h by L, because L cos theta is equal to h, therefore cos theta will be equal to h by L, that will be equal to h is 0.16 divided by L is 0.2, which comes out to be 0.8. So this will be the value of cos theta, and therefore theta will be equal to cos inverse of 0.8, cos inverse of 0.8, which is equal to 36.87 degree, 36.87 degree. But we know that phi is equal to square root of rg tan theta, and therefore phi square will be equal to rg tan theta. Phi square equal to rg tan theta, and therefore it will be written as L sin theta, which will be r into g tan theta, L sin theta into g into tan theta, which will be equal to 0.12 into 10 into 0.75, whose product comes out to be 0.9. So this will be the value of phi square, and therefore the kinetic energy of the bob will be equal to half m phi square, half m phi square, that will be equal to half into 0.1 into 0.9, which comes out to be 0.045 joule. So kinetic energy of the bob equal to 0.045 joule. Now, increase in gravitational potential energy. Increase in gravitational potential energy will be given as delta PE equal to mgl minus mgh, that is mg into L minus h. That will be equal to 0.1 into 10 into 0.2 minus 0.16. 0.1 into 10 into 0.2 minus 0.16. After calculating, it comes out to be 0.04 joule. So this will be the increase in gravitational potential energy of that conical pendulum, that is 0.04 joule. Now let us see the next numerical, that is numerical number 18, and it is given that a motorcyclist, which will be considered as a particle, is undergoing vertical circles inside a sphere of death. The speed of the motorcycle varies between 6 meter per second and 10 meter per second. Calculate diameter of the sphere of the death and how much minimum values are possible for these two speeds. And therefore, let us see the given data from it. Velocity at the top position v top equal to 6 meter per second. Velocity at the bottom position, that is v bottom, equal to 10 meter per second. We know that in case of vertical circular motion, velocity is maximum at the bottom position and therefore it is 10 meter per second. At top position it is minimum, so that it is 6 meter per second. Then g is equal to 10 meter per second square. G is equal to 10 meter per second square, and we have to find out the diameter d and minimum values of speed, that is v minimum. In the solution, we have v bottom square. V bottom square will be equal to v top square plus 4gr. V bottom square equal to v top square plus 4gr, and therefore from this radius r equal to v bottom square minus v top square upon 4g. V bottom square minus v top square upon 4g. Putting the values, we will get 10 square minus 6 square upon 4 into 10. So as 10 square minus 6 square upon 4 into 10 will be equal to 64 upon 40. 64 upon 40, which comes out to be 1.6 meter. And therefore the diameter d will be equal to twice of r, that is equal to 2 into 1.6, which comes out to be 3.2 meter. And therefore the diameter of that sphere of death equal to 3.2 meter. Now for this r, v minimum will be equal to square root of gr. V minimum equal to square root of gr at the top position, and therefore v minimum will be equal to square root of 10 into 1.6, that will be equal to square root of 16, which will be equal to 4 meter per second. So at top position minimum velocity will be equal to 4 meter per second. Now the second value of minimum velocity, that is now v minimum at the bottom position. V minimum at the bottom position will be given as v minimum equal to square root of 5gr. Square root of 5gr, that will be equal to square root of 5 into 10 into 1.6. 5 into 10 into 1.6, that will be equal to square root of 80, which comes out to be 4 root 5 meter per second. 4 root 5 meter per second, because this 80 is 16 into 5. So square root of 16 will be 4 and root 5 meter per second. This will be the minimum value of velocity at the bottom position. Then let us go for next numerical, that is numerical number 19. So numerical 19 is given as a metallic ring of mass 1 kg has moment of inertia 1 kilogram meter square. Then when rotating about one of its diameters, the moment of inertia is 1 kilogram meter square. It is molten and then it will be remolded into a thin uniform disc of the same radius. So radius of both this ring as well as when it is molded in disc, both ring and disc are having same radius. Then how much will the moment of inertia be when rotated about its own axis? That means when that disc is rotated about its own axis, that is its transverse axis, then what will be the moment of inertia? So for that purpose, given data is mass m equal to 1 kg, then moment of inertia about the diameter is equal to 1 kilogram meter square for the ring. Then radius of the ring will be equal to radius of the disc. Both radii are the same. Similarly, masses will remain the same, and we have to find IC, that is moment of inertia of that disc about its own axis. And therefore in the solution we can write, for a given ring ID, moment of inertia will be equal to half mr square, and which is given as 1 kilogram meter square. Now as mass and radius, both mass and radius is the same for both ring and disc is the same, as mass and radius is the same, therefore moment of inertia of the disc, that is I disc, will be equal to half mr square, that will be equal to I ring. So moment of inertia of the ring and the disc will be the same, and therefore IC is equal to 1 kilogram meter square. IC will be equal to 1 kilogram meter square, that is same moment of inertia will be possessed by both ring as well as disc. And now let us go for next numerical, that is numerical number 20. Numerical number 20. So in 20th numerical it is given that a big dumbbell is now prepared by using a uniform rod of mass 60 gram and length 20 centimeter. Two identical solid spheres of mass 50 gram and radius 10 centimeter each are at the two ends of the rod. Calculate the moment of inertia of the dumbbell when rotated about an axis passing through its center and perpendicular to its length. And therefore in this case, given data is mass of the rod is equal to 60 gram, length of the rod is equal to 20 centimeter, then mass of the sphere equal to 50 gram, radius of sphere will be equal to 10 centimeter, and then we will have to find out its moment of inertia I. And therefore in the solution we can say that the moment of inertia of the sphere, that is IC sphere, is equal to 2 by 5 m sp into rsp square, that is 2 by 5 into mass of the sphere into square of radius of the sphere. Now the distance between the axis of rotation, and center of mass of the sphere, that is h is equal to 30 centimeter. So this 30 centimeter h is nothing but it is the distance, that is the perpendicular distance between axis of rotation and center of mass of the sphere, and hence we can use parallel axis theorem there. So by parallel axis theorem we can write I sphere is equal to IC sphere plus mass of sphere into h square, that is ISP equal to ICSP plus MSP h square. Now MI of rod about transverse axis, MI of rod about transverse axis, that is I rod, will be equal to M rod into L rod square upon 12, that is for rod ML square upon 12, that is the formula for moment of inertia of that rod about the transverse axis, and therefore M rod into L rod square upon 12 will be equal to I rod, and therefore MI of dumbbell about axis of rotation, that is rotation axis, MI of the dumbbell about rotation axis will be given as IC is equal to 2 times I sphere, because there are two spheres at the two ends of the rod, therefore here it is taken as 2 ISP plus I rod. It will be written as 2 MSP, that is 2 times mass of sphere into 2 by 5 RSP square plus H square plus this M rod into L rod square upon 12, M rod into L rod square upon 12, and therefore we can write IC is equal to 2 into 50, putting the values 2 into 50 into 2 by 5 into 10 square plus 30 square plus 1 by 12 into 60 into 20 square. Calculating it, we can write IC equal to 100 into 40 plus 900, 40 plus 900 plus 5 into 400, 5 into 400, which comes out to be IC equal to 94,000 plus 2,000, 94,000 plus 2,000, which will be equal to 96,000 gram centimeter square, 96,000 gram centimeter square. This will be the moment of inertia of that dumbbell. Then we will go for next point, that is next numerical number 21. Now the numerical number 21 is given as a fly wheel used to prepare earthenware pots is set into rotation at 100 rpm. It is in the form of a disc of mass 10 kg and radius 0.4 meter. So that flywheel is in the form of a disc. Then a lump of clay which is taken to be equivalent to a particle of mass 1.6 kg falls on it, and then to it at a certain distance x from the center. Then calculate x if the wheel now rotates at 80 rpm. We have to calculate x, that is that distance x, and therefore for this numerical given data is f1, that is first frequency, f1 equal to 100 rpm, f2 is equal to 80 rpm, mass m is equal to 10 kg, r is equal to 0.4 meter, and mass of the lump of clay m is equal to 1.6 kg, and we have to find out the value of x. Now we know that I1 is equal to I field. Moment of inertia of that field will be equal to half mr square, because it is in the form of a disc, which will be equal to half into 10 into 0.4 square. half into 10 into 0.4 square, which comes out to be 0.8 kilogram meter square. 0.8 kilogram meter square. Then I2 will be equal to I fill plus mx square. I2 is equal to I fill plus mx square. And therefore we can write by conservation of angular momentum. Here we will use law of conservation of angular momentum, and therefore by conservation of angular momentum we can write I1 omega 1 equal to I2 omega 2. I1 omega 1 equal to I2 omega 2, and therefore I1 into 2 pi f1, omega 1 is 2 pi f1, will be equal to I2 into 2 pi f2. I2 into 2 pi f2. Therefore I2 equal to I fill plus mx square. I2 is equal to I fill plus mx square, that will be equal to f1 by f2. f1 by f2 into I1, and that will be written as f1 by f2 into I fill. f1 by f2 into I fill. Therefore we can write mx square equal to f1 by f2 into I fill, f1 by f2 into I fill minus I fill, which will be equal to f1 by f2 minus 1 into I fill. I fill will be taken common from these two terms, and therefore we will get f1 by f2 minus 1 into I fill. By putting the values we will get 100 upon 80 minus 1, 100 upon 80 minus 1 into 0.8, which comes out to be 0.2 kilogram meter square. 0.2 kilogram meter square. This is the value of mx square, and therefore x square will be equal to 0.2 upon 1.6. 0.2 upon 1.6 equal to 1 by 8, and therefore x will be equal to 1 by root 8. 1 by root 8, which comes out to be 0.3536. 0.3536 meter. This will be value of x. Then we will go for next numerical, that is numerical number 22, which is stated as starting from rest, an object rolls down along an inclined plane that rises by 3 meter every 3. It will rise by 3 in every 5 along it. The object gains a speed of root 10 meter per second as it travels a distance of 5 by 3 meter along the incline. Then what can be the possible slopes or that shapes of the object we will have to find out. So depending upon the value of k square by r square, the shape of that object will be determined, and therefore we have to find out what can be the possible shapes of that object. And so for this numerical, given data is sin theta equal to 3 by 5. Sin theta will be equal to 3 by 5. Initial velocity u equal to 0. Final velocity v is equal to root 10 meter per second. Then length L is equal to 5 by 3 meter. L is equal to 5 by 3 meter. G is equal to 10 meter per second square. G equal to 10 meter per second square. And then we will have to find out the shape of that body. So what will be the shape of that body, that we will have to find out. So let us see the solution of this. So we know that phi is equal to square root of 2gl sin theta, 2gl sin theta upon 1 plus k square by r square. So in case of that, rolling object on a inclined plane, its velocity is given by the formula square root of 2gl sin theta upon 1 plus k square by r square, which will be written as square root of 2gl sin theta upon 1 plus beta, where beta will represent k square by r square, and therefore phi square will be equal to, taking square, 2gl sin theta upon 1 plus beta, 2gl sin theta upon 1 plus beta, or 1 plus beta will be equal to 2gl sin theta upon phi square. Beta 1 plus beta equal to 2gl sin theta upon phi square, and therefore 1 plus beta will be equal to 2 into 10 into 5 by 3 into 3 by 5 upon root 10 square. Root 10 square. 5 by 3 and 3 by 5 will get cancelled, and then its value comes out to be equal to 2. That is 1 plus beta is equal to 2, and therefore beta will be equal to k square by r square, that will be equal to 1, because 1 plus beta is equal to 2. Therefore beta will be equal to 2 minus 1, that is 1, and therefore k square by r square equal to 1. And as the value of beta is, that is k square by r square is equal to 1, hence we can say that hence the shape of body may be either ring or cylindrical shell. It will be either ring or the cylindrical shell.